I was actually out in California on a business trip, and I had rented a car, and I was returning the car, and got out of the car and ran across the street, and felt a little ping in my back. At that point, over the next few hours, my legs started to go numb, my calf started cramping up, and had a lot of back pain, and it was scary. My father-in-law, who was a professional football player back in the 60s with the Colts, went and saw Dr. Jimmy Argires, 40 some odd years, and performed a surgery on him with great results. And he's now in his mid-70s and running around like a young kid. And so for me, seeing that every day, I knew where to go, and that's what led me to see Dr. Perry Argires. And the next day, I had an MRI. 2 days later, I was back in his office, and we talked about the results, and which really, for me, was quite scary when you're talking back, and at that point, we were talking back surgery. But after speaking with Dr. Argires for a few minutes, I knew this was the way to go, and completely trusted his opinion. The day of the surgery, I was actually walking around. An hour after I came out of post-op, I was walking around the hospital with no pain. And a few hours later, after annoying all the nurses and everyone, they sent me home. From what Dr. Argires explained to me what was going to happen, what actually happened, and the results that I could expect if, following the rehabilitation, it was right on. As a former NFL player, I've experienced a lot of pain and injuries and surgeries, and by far this was the easiest recovery and rehab out of all the experiences I had to deal with, which was amazing, and just really speaks to the practice that Dr. Argires, Becker, and Westphal, what they do, and how honest they are with their patients. I would recommend Argires, Becker, and Westphal.